Hi, good evening. My name's Jason Debley. Tonight's whiskey review is a blended Scotch whiskey, ultra premium blended Scotch whiskey that needs no introduction. Johnnie Walker Blue Label, product of the whiskey company Diageo. Blue Label, I chose it tonight because I chose it for a Thanksgiving dinner I had here in Canada. We have Thanksgiving in October, whereas our American neighbors have it in November. So, my family, men and women, the women don't really drink whiskey. They're welcome to, but the ladies like Napa Valley wines, and the men like blended Scotch whiskey. I think Johnnie Walker is kind of like the Debley family blend or brand. For many years as Black Label, Black Label, Black Label. And so I thought for Thanksgiving we would have Blue Label, only because many of my family don't have it very often. I thought it'd be a nice surprise. So it's expensive, not even going to talk about price. Packaging is pretty fancy, and each bottle is individually numbered. I don't know what the significance of that is, other than to make you feel special, that you get a bottle that's only this number. Years ago it came in a silk-lined box, kind of like almost like a casket. They've walked away from that, and the bottle is kind of a tinged blue glass, kind of an old-fashioned style. Certainly handsome, certainly recognizable anywhere. And I've already poured a glass, and 40% alcohol by volume, and there's no age statement, so you don't know how old the whiskeys are in here until you taste them. The core single malts making up this whiskey are purportedly Cardhu, Clynelish, Royal Lochnagar, Benrinnes, and certainly many others, and a lot of grain whiskey. So we'll put that there, and we will start our little note. On the nose, I really note apples, some citrus, then there's this peat, a gentle smoke, a bit of wood smoke. The nose is subtle, it's really refined, restrained. Maybe a little bit of barley. On the palate, it's creamy. I think of butter, biscuits, arrowroot, cookie. It's good. And at my party, it was very, very popular. It was a hit. And I don't think it's just because it was expensive. I opened the bottle at the party, poured a lot around, and people loved it. They really liked it. And I liked it quite a bit too. I was really surprised. I had a couple bottles about 10, 12 years ago, and it was a lot more peated than it is now. So the flavor profile has changed over time, as I'm sure the ingredient grain whiskeys and single malts change over time. I'm sure the master blender tries to maintain a common profile year to year, but I can really taste a difference in the past from what I had 12 years ago till now. On the palate, there's some oak, orange rind, there's a citrus note, but when you get to the finish, it becomes more peated, white pepper, and you can detect that Oloroso sherry. It's a blend. It's a blended Scotch. It doesn't taste like a single malt. Single malts, it's hard. I cannot express how they taste differently. I think if you're going to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, do not compare a Johnnie Walker Blue Label to a single malt, because it's not a single malt. Blended Scotch fits in has certain conventions of flavor, and this takes it to the zenith. I like it. To me, it was worth the money because I hadn't had it in a long time. And it was a hit at the party. So for me, it was a success. Would I buy another bottle? I think every once in a while I would buy a bottle just to remind myself of what a good tasting blended Scotch is. Sure, you can go cheaper, but this is about the best you're going to get in the blended Scotch category. You know, subject to everybody's individual tastes. Pears, I taste pear. I think I read somewhere that Diageo were trying to recreate a 19th century blended Scotch whiskey flavor profile, possibly on old recipes they had. All I can tell you is there's nothing offensive here. It is delicate, it's subtle, it's not terribly thought-provoking. It is enjoyable. Would I buy it again? Yes. Is it overpriced? Absolutely. In the Johnnie Walker product line, my opinion, the best of them all is the Green Label. The Green Label's a blend of single malts. Really, really like that. Thank you for tuning in, and hope everybody's doing well. And my next review, I think I'm going to do a cognac, but I can't tell you which one yet. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.